Hello, my dear Scorpios. How are you? This is for Scorpio Sun, Moon, and Rising, so make sure you watch this video if you have one of those three placements. This video will be about what the year of the horse entails for you. So if you want a full breakdown of what this energy means, you can check out my Aquarius Sun video that has the full breakdown of like what this snake energy meant that we're coming from, what this year means with the year of the horse. But just like a quick little synopsis, the year of the horse is all about quick moving energy, fast forward momentum, evolution, really being aligned with our most authentic version of ourselves. It's passionate, it's creative energy, it's a whole lot of amazing stuff, but it waits for nobody, I will warn. So that's why I'm doing this reading now. So hopefully we can all get our ducks in a row and be ready for this season and do the best with this energy we can to help it achieve all our wildest dreams. So for folks that are new here or returning, I like to pull cards and do my obvious like oracle reading of what I interpret the cards to mean. And then I like to pair that with breaking down what the deck creators wrote for the interpretations of the cards. So this one has like a whole page about the cards, so I'm not going to read the whole thing because it would make these readings like over 6 hours to do, but I'm going to read a passage. So with that, my darlings, let's read our year of the horse. And as a reminder, the snake energy was all about, you know, interrupting illusions, changing behaviors, and dropping toxic situations and people and behaviors and, you know, all those things that was holding us back from being the most authentic version of ourselves and you know, achieving all our life's purpose. So it's a very freeing energy too if we integrate the lessons from the year of the snake. Okay, with that being said, let's begin. Your reason. So I just want to make sure I get a good shuffle here because I've been doing quite a few readings. Okay. Ooh. Oh my gosh. So sorry. I'm rested, don't judge me. Okay, here we go. Okay. Spread these bad boys out so I have access. First card pulled. Interference. Second card pulled. Healing. We love to see it. Third card, concentration. Nice. Okay. Okay. So as a reminder, interference, healing, concentration. Okay. So for interference, I feel like you haven't fully integrated all the lessons from the year of the snake yet. And there might be some situations or behaviors that you need to interfere with and interrupt and stop from happening. And I think you know, this might serve lower versions of yourself. But if you truly want to be the highest evolution, the highest version, emulate the highest level of energy, like you need to interrupt whatever this behavior or situation is that is holding you back. Next card, healing. For the healing card, obviously it's self-explanatory. I feel like this year of the horse will be a lot of focus on emotional, spiritual, you know, psychological healing for you. I think Scorpios, you most likely had a very turbulent year of the snake. That year was not easy for, I think, everyone. I think every single person experienced some sort of loss in some sort of way. Either it was, you know, a loss of self, or a loss of a situation that you thought was good, or a loss of a person, or, you know, there's a lot of ways to interpret loss. And I think you were hit really hard by this. And also, it might have brought up old wounds from your past. And I know that is incredibly painful, the wounds that it brought up, but the universe and God like brought this up so they can be cleansed from you. So even though it hurts to face these things that are boiling up inside you and face these behaviors that have to be interfered with, it has to happen for you to become the best version of yourself. So don't fear this healing process. Really embrace it with all its ups and downs. And just know like a very great life is waiting for you on the other side of that. And the last card, concentration. So Scorpios, I feel like you have a lot of energy and a lot of power. And you don't always focus it in the direction of what you want to achieve and what you want to do for yourself, and you don't focus it on like inner improvement and healing. So I think this is a reminder, like, concentrate those powers and see. If you look at the visual, this looks like a very powerful person, like summoning like the lightning from the sky. I think this is talking about concentrate on your inner power. Like, concentrate on siphoning all of your energy and focus into your desires, what you want out of this life, and you can have whatever you want. Scorpios are very magical signs and possess a lot of power because of your, you know, relationship with the occult. You're very comfortable with the spiritual and supernatural world. So just like embrace your power and focus. I think another thing about Scorpios too is Scorpio placements are very prone to distractions, and the distractions can throw you off from your goals and projects and from caring and loving for yourself. So don't let yourself become distracted. Concentrate, and that'll help you heal. Okay. That's what I have to say. Now let's see what the book has to say. As a reminder, in case you forgot, because my energy, or my memory, like, I'm so forgetful too, so interference is the first card, and this is the passage from the book. A sixth chakra person has developed sensory channels that most ordinary people have not yet discovered. And typically those who have reached that plane use those abilities to relieve others' suffering and help them better in their lives. But even some who have attained that state of being face obstacles. There is one in particular. It is our old friend and antagonist, the self-centered ego. A person who has developed six chakra powers not available to most of us may feel superior. So yeah, I want to pause here. This is talking about the destruction And honestly, the distraction, getting back to the concentration card, of the ego, and how that can have us going to places, interacting, engaging with behaviors that we shouldn't be because they're serving the ego. And remember, the ego is all about power, control, domination. So if any of your behaviors feel like they're serving that, this is a warning. Interfere with that. Interfere with that behavior, that thought pattern there. What I was talking about earlier, that behavior you're engaging in that you know isn't the greatest, that's serving your ego most likely. Interfere with that now. Okay, continuing. A person who has developed 6 chakra powers not available to most of us may feel superior. Oh, look, see the great things that I can do. The qualities of personal respect and mating without pretension as one person to another slip away. Until that dragon is conquered, the 7th chakra remains inaccessible. But once a person has crossed the threshold of the 6th chakra, it tends to become easier to free oneself from the ambush of pride. So it sounds like your pride and ego are really holding you back right now. Once again, with the interfering things, like, don't become too prideful where you think, like, oh, I know best for myself. I'm doing fine. I can still engage with this behavior, this person, this situation. Like, no. Don't be prideful. Don't serve that ego. Clearly, the universe is trying to say here that you're being blinded by pride or being blinded by a situation where you're serving your ego. So maybe do some shadow work to figure out what that is. And some keywords I'll leave you with: arrogance, lessons to be learned from egotism, separation from others, false pride, need for balancing the chakras, being lost on bumpy roads to awareness. So yeah, just to close, this also seems like a bit of a warning, like you have some more lessons to learn around the ego, and that you're a bit on a bumpy road of awareness right now, and that you might need to take a slight right turn. So see where you can make some adjustments in behavior that you think might not be serving like a place of love and compassion for yourself and others. Okay, my friends, next card is healing. Sorry, did I hold that up for long enough? I can put it up again. Healing. Okay. The creators say of the book, we can thank ancient Greek healers Hippocrates and Galen, as well as India's Ayurvedic, I'm tired, sages for providing and teaching many cures that remove infections and physical disorders. In regard to the fitness of the body, it is also important to consider the health of the mind, emotions, and spirit. So not only can this be a year of healing for you, I think if you start decentering the ego, but this is a reminder that healing isn't just physical. There's some healing here that has to happen of the mind, of your emotions, and of your spirit. And a reminder that all are connected, all influence one another, as shown in the modern term psychosomatic medicine, which refers to the interaction of mind and body. Ayurveda, I know I'm not saying that right, I'm sorry, can be seen as one dimension of the larger realm of mind-body healing that is not only a matter of our physical bodies, but also our greater consciousness. As Hippocrates declared, the greatest medicine of all is teaching people how not to need it. If someone wishes for good health, one must first ask oneself if he is ready to do away with the reasons for his illness. Only then is it possible to help him. So I think what that's also saying is the healing that you're engaging, like to be able to push yourself further on this healing journey, you're going to have to release some things that are aiding to your trauma or your current predicament. Like, it's asking you to take a step back. Like, not only are you asking, like, can I have a better situation, but in what ways am I aiding to my situation not being in an ideal place? Keywords for this card: being health conscious, finding cures to mental, emotional, or physical problems, working on healing communications, and healthy transformations. So, another lesson here is superficial changes will only do so much. I think you need to be doing some deep internal work to truly reap the benefits of healing. Okay, my friends, we are now on the last card of your reading for the Year of the Horse. As a reminder, we pulled concentration. I love this powerful image. Okay. Reading from the book. People who spend much or part of their time in sixth chakra consciousness have almost always developed the ability to meditate. Part of honing the ability to go into a mini meditation anytime and anywhere results from the discipline of developing the faculty of concentration. As a result, your mind is seldom scattered. Rather, you constantly know what your mind and body and emotions are doing. You are more alert to the present moment. Okay, I'm just going to pause before I lose this train of thought. So, I think something that's resulting in this scattered feeling that the creators of the cards are talking about is that you aren't, or something that will help you, something that will help you heal and connect with those emotions is concentrating, and meditating is a way that helps you concentrate. And I think other ways that can help you concentrate and figure out like what exactly is going on so you can get this alignment, as they're saying, like emotionally, spiritually, physically, mind, body, and soul. Journal, do some shadow work. I think Scorpios have a tendency, like as a water sign, I was telling the Cancers this, you guys feel such big waves of emotions and feelings, and a lot of those stem from deep scars. And so you have learned in a way to protect yourself to almost like create a mental like vaulted door. You don't even access like how your soul's doing, how your spirit's doing, how you're doing mentally. You just, I think you fear if you open that door, like the floodgate of emotions that will come out. But I think that's leading you to not be able to concentrate. And if you meditate and concentrate, you will get this oneness, and you can't be scared of it. I think what's going on with the world right now, I've told so many other signs this, so apologies if your big three is another sign you've heard me say this lecture, but we live in a world that is so detached, disconnected, desensitized. Feeling is a superpower in this moment. So we really need our water signs, even though I know it is extremely painful. We need you to access that sensitivity, that love, that ability to feel so deep, because that is what is the essence of humanity. That ability to feel so deep, to feel emotions, that's what keeps us human, and we need so much more of that. So just know you feeling these things is not only helping you, but it's helping your community and the collective, okay? I'm emotional because I love y'all. Okay. Keywords for this: focus, concentration, learning a mental skill, being alert in the present. So don't disassociate on us, darlings. and diving into life on a deeper level. Beautiful. Okay. And I think that's a beautiful note to end your reading on. I hope it resonates. Please leave some comments to let me know, like, if that felt like it connects to your life, and just like overall, if you want to come back to this post and let me know how things are going. I would love to keep up with y'all. I'm doing this in the efforts that it is helpful to folks. So I wish you all the best of luck in your year of the horse, and I love you all so much. Mwah.